happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I just thought I'd stop in. I'm not doing much. We went to lunch today, um, to Texas Longhorn, Amber and I. My brother, he was gonna meet us, but he ended up changing his mind, and I just got off the phone with him. It's like almost 6 o'clock, and he's over at Texas Roadhouse now. And he was talking about how crowded it was. I said, yeah. I said, not only is it Mother's Day, it's Sunday. It's already ready to be crowded on a Sunday, and Mother's Day even be tenfold, because a lot of mamas ain't cooking. So if the husbands ain't cooking for them, or they having a family brunch or something, ain't no cooking going on. But I pray everyone out there has had a happy and blessed Mother's Day. If you with your mom, you spent some time with your mom if you could. If you didn't have your mom, I pray that you thought of her and loving memories of her and smiled a little about her today, because she will definitely want you to. But anyway, I didn't want none. Like I said, Amber and I went to lunch. I wasn't really able to eat. My stomach's been acting, y'all know my stomach be doing its own thing sometimes. It's been acting up. And so I had a little taste for a steak. I did manage to eat a little piece of the steak a few minutes ago. I brought my whole meal home. I ate 2 of the smoked wings while I was there. And Amber had gotten some Brussels sprouts, and I tried one of her Brussels sprouts, but they wasn't right. And I ate one of my asparagus spears at the restaurant. So other than that, yeah, I just been chillaxing out here, and I got home, and she sat with me for a little while, and she gave me my gift. Well, she gave me a basket. I'll tell y'all what it is in here. So, and thank you, Alexis. I really appreciate what you did for me. That was so sweet of you to think of me. I really appreciate you. You know you didn't have to. Thank you all, Denise. Thank you all for all your messages and kindness you shown me on the day. Y'all show me kindness every day, but I really appreciate y'all reaching out to me, telling me Happy Mother's Day. It was very thoughtful and thinking of me, even to bless me. I thank you. But anyway, yeah. So this is so funny, y'all. Amber gave me the sweetest card. It was really a sweet card. It's very touching. And I won't read what she wrote in here, but she said, Mama, I love your quiet strength. I thought this was a beautiful card, y'all. Everyone who knows you knows how kind your heart is. But I also know that when I've needed you, your love was protective and fierce. That gave me extra confidence to step out on my voice and be true to myself. When the world bought it, you helped me face it. You still do. Wanted you to know how much that means to me. Happy Mother's Day. I love you. And that was sweet. And she wrote something else in it. She gave me a $50 DoorDash. And anybody that knows me knows that I don't really like to use those Uber Eats and DoorDash. I'll do it occasionally, but I'm not a big fan of it because of the fees. And so I told her, every time I think about that, some days I don't feel up to cooking. I keep quick stuff here. And I don't be feeling like it sometimes, but I'll just get up and go ahead and cook because I don't be wanting to pay the fees. I have to really just, I may do it about 3 or 4 times. My girlfriend was here and I ordered us some lunch, but I don't really that's not something I do on a regular, So she said, when you're thinking about it, you'll have you some money to order without anything. And y'all, she got me this loveliest throw, and it has a lovely message on it. And, I don't know if y'all noticed, but purple is my favorite color. So she got me this throw here. And it's so soft, y'all. I got it upside down. But anyway, so this was one of my gifts here. And it's just like, blessed to have a mom like you. And it goes on to say some nice things. I'd never seen it like this, but I thought it was so beautiful. And then she gave me now these flowers, I said, those flowers real because they look real, and they are real. But she said they do something, and you can smell them too. They do something to preserve them. She said this will last me for a long time. So she got me these flowers, and I told her I'm going to put them in my room by my bed. But I thought that those were beautiful. And she said the only thing she don't like about this perfume, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I was at her house the other week, and she had gotten this perfume. And so she bought it for me for Mother's Day. And she said, but it don't last all day, so she layers hers, but I don't layer perfume. So she got me this. And so that was a new perfume, because she stays on me saying I need to layer my perfume. Whatever, Amber, whatever. And then this is the perfume I wear daily. It's an Avon scent. It's Red Pearls. I wear this every day. Then she got me this mug. It came with some socks, and it says the best mom ever. And then it has, she said this is like a little makeup baggie or something. And it says, to my mom, for all the times that I forgot to thank you, for all the special things you do, for all the words that sometimes go unspoken, I need to say I love you, Mom, I do. I thought that was so sweet. She was really sweet this year. I was really surprised, y'all. So she gave me this cup, this cup, because I keep these cups by the thing, and I just constantly drink out of them. And it has like the metal straw and brush with it. So I thought that was cute. And it says, sometimes you forget you're awesome, so this is your reminder. That's so sweet, isn't it? Yeah. And last but not least, and I said, you want me to fill this out? This work. Y'all know I'm silly. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to show y'all. Let me put this back in the box. I can't never put nothing back up right. Now, it was in the box, so how was it in the box? Okay, I got it back in there. Let me put my cup back in there. Put my card back in there. And it's called Mom, I Want to Hear Your Story. Y'all, this is the neatest little thing. It's a family keepsake journal. And in here, it has, Mom, I Want to Hear Your Story, a mother's guided journal to share her life and her love. And it goes on about this book. It tells you what it's about. Being a mother is forever. Being a mother is constant. Being a mother is unconditional. Being a mother is quiet. And it just tells you who this book belongs to. She said, because one day you may have some grandkids. But it's your birthday. What is your birthday? What is your full name at birth? How old were you when you started to walk? I don't know that. What stories have you been told about the day you were born? What is a favorite childhood memory? Google the following for the year you were born. What are some of the notable events that occurred? What movie won the Academy Award? I think that this is neat. What were the prices of the following items the year you were born? A loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, a cup of coffee, a dozen of eggs. I imagine that they have this for all kind of people, but I think this would be nice of you to fill out and just see. She said take your time, so I told her I would take my time filling it out. Fill out as much as I can, as much as I know I'm going to fill it out. So, and then she told me, you know, the basket that she put it in, I thought this was neat. This little box, it has a lid to it. And she said you can reuse it for something. So I thought that was a very beautiful, thoughtful, it was a thoughtful gift. She put some thought into it, and I really appreciate it. I hope y'all had thoughtful things done for you on this Mother's Day as well. What did you get? What was your Mother's Day gift? Y'all, I want you to tell me in the comments, what was your, if your mother's still living, what's your best thing about your mom? What's your favorite thing about your mom? If not, tell me your best memory about your mom. You also could tell me what was the best about your mom, but tell me the best memory if your mother's no longer with you. But y'all, yeah. And tell me what you did fun today for Mother's Day. I hope you celebrated and took some time out just to really, you know, thank God for your children. Thank God for blessing you with kids. And for those of you who stand in the gap for people who are, you know, motherless people, you know, people who don't have the best family situation, but you there just to share and spread love with them. And that's a blessing. So we celebrate you on this Mother's Day as well. But anyway, y'all, I had the funniest thing happen to me yesterday, and I was telling Amber and my brother about it. So I had to do let me get it here. I had to do some content yesterday for a business that I off of my on TikTok on this smart panel. I'm giving this to my brother, so I've reboxed it. But it's like if you don't have like an older model car and it does the maps and all of that, you know, they have the Apple CarPlay in most of these cars now. You know, if you have if you have a newer model. So that's only if you have an older model. My brother was talking to me about it, and I said, if I get an opportunity to do one for a business, I will get you one, is what I told him. And right after that, a business reached out for me to do it. So I got it, and I did the demonstration out in my car yesterday. And I like it. I might get me one. If maybe another, sometimes the same company reach out and will give me a same sample. So I might get another one for me. But at any rate, I was going out of the garage, right? Now I don't know if they were Jehovah's Witness. I'm going to presume they were. I let my garage up. So two men came around, right? And he backed up. One of the guys backed up. He said, I didn't want to startle you. He said, so I heard that garage go up and I didn't want to startle you. And I said, well, okay. So we started talking. And I said, well, after we started talking, kind of just exchanging pleasantries. And he said, well, do you have time? And so I said, well, yeah. I said, but I'm waiting on my daughter. I'm getting ready to do something. He said, you getting ready to leave? I said, no, I'm getting ready to do something. Waiting on my daughter. We're going to go to lunch, because we tried to go to lunch yesterday, but the wait was long yesterday. I said, but yeah. So he started talking, and they said something about, what would happen if so and so and so and so. Do you know who? I said, yeah, I trust God. It's what I started saying. He said, I said, yeah, I trust God. I don't think they were prepared for me to start talking, because y'all know I love God. And I was ready. I was ready, baby. I was ready to talk about him. Yes, sir. So I started talking about him, and it was just so ironic, because I finished the book of Job yesterday, and I started the book of Psalms. So I was just talking about, I had finished the book of Job, and I was talking about all Job had been through. And they were saying, well, you're supposed to praise God even when I said, yes, in a good and bad time. So I started reflecting on the story of Job in the Bible, and how God, even when he was going through, God said, just don't kill him. Even when he was going through, he stayed faithful. He stayed true to God. He still honored God. He never talked against God. Job was just like, God, I trust you. Yet I trust you, even though he was not feeling in the best. Just when you're going through, you're not feeling the best, but he still had faith in God to some extent. And God turned around and just blessed him. Like he said, he let the devil put his hands on him, but he said, you cannot kill him. And so I was just talking about that, and talking about the book of Job yesterday with the gentleman. And I said, well, what you got for me? He went in to get a pamphlet. And after I got through talking, he closed the book. I was kind of offended he didn't give me his little pamphlet. And so I saw he put his book back, and so I was talking about that, and then I was talking about, I was going into the book of Psalms and say, even though you got to praise, praise in the garden, and God will bless you, praise your way through you. When you praise Him, God will show up and He'll bless you through it in the midst of your storm. He'll bless you, so we talked about that. But what I was doing all the time, because, I like to talk, so anyway, I'm like, they done got the wrong one today, but I just got tickled. So it was so funny. I said, you know what? I got something for you. And it just so happened I had a set of my devotionals in my back seat. And I gave them to him. I gave him the set of them. And he said, well, who wrote this? I said, well, I did. I said, I hope it blesses you. And I gave him a set of my devotionals. And I said, you kind of give me something, but here I am giving you something. And my friend said, she said, I don't think they like when you like to talk to them like that. I said, well, they didn't seem to mind that, but they got on the way. They didn't give me no pamphlet, though. So I don't know why they didn't give me one, but that's okay. We thank God for the blessing that we had, the exchange we had yesterday. It was a pleasant exchange, and we just thank God for it. Sometimes you don't know, what situation. Sometimes when we laugh and kind of talk, sometimes you just come in touch and contact with people just for a blessing, for you to bless their lives briefly, for them to bless you in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. Like I say, He never did bless me with His material, so I don't even know what the material was, and I don't even know. My friends said they probably were Jehovah's Witnesses. I don't know if they were or not. But I hope that, I imparted something good into them. And, like I said, if nothing else, I always say, if you smile and be kind. And they were smiling and they were kind. And so that was the blessing for me yesterday. And it was a blessing to me to share about the goodness of God. Because if you can talk about how good God is, that's a praise, that's a testimony. And that's a blessing right there if you can share that with someone. And hopefully that they can get something out of it as well. But anyway, that's all I want to kind of share with y'all. But I didn't want to stay on here long. I just want to kind of stop in and touch bases. I wasn't going to have, I'm not cooking or anything. So I just kind of wanted to come in and I tell y'all again, happy Mother's Day. And thank y'all all for the blessing and the Mother's Day wishes. I want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind enough to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. And y'all know that I'll see y'all sometime this week for something or something other. Love y'all much. Bye.